EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. On first down, it's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front, just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Prescott, and this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
What's the deal, y'all?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, the big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. McCaffrey following the penalty. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Purdy bootlegging it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 9, Purdy got a man. That's Ayuk. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Purdy now to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And this throw will be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. First down, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. Now he'll escape to his right. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Let's go, here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Prescott now. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
To the air again, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the draw, it's Pollard. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is good. And that gets them back within 10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2nd down and 4, Purdy looking for the out route. He's got it. Completes a Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Purdy looking to throw. And this is caught, Jennings. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 22. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 22 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a give here to Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A handoff left, McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Prescott. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last
play. 1st down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, complete.
It's Jennings. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Here's Purdy.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Purdy to throw.
Got his target, Samuel.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw.
And returns it right back to Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.